So let me guess, you're overrun with these little cherry tomatoes right now? Well, Angela Kay's got a great recipe for you, so stay tuned. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. My name is Jason. We're out here in the garden. We're going to pick a bunch of cherry tomatoes today. Got a bunch of them sitting here, ready to be picked, all over the place. Just grab them. Look at that, they're beautiful. These are the blueberries variety. They'll pop when you when you pull them off. They're going to crack if you squeeze them too hard. But they turn a little shade of bluish purple in the sun. This one's on the back side of the plant. Didn't get a lot of sun, so it didn't turn very much color. But over here, right there, you'll see how they how good they look. Nice purplish shade. I know about this time of year, everybody gets kind of wore out with them, right? I mean, the garden's been going. The bigger tomatoes are kind of falling by the waysides in a lot of places. Had disease, blight. The cherry tomatoes can get out of control. You just like, I don't know how to use them all. But Angela Kay has got such a beautiful recipe in there of how to use all these tomatoes in a very simple and efficient manner, okay? So I'm gonna stay out here and pick the rest of these tomatoes, then we'll take them inside and Angela Kay is gonna work her magic with them, all right?
So what I'm gonna show you is how to make a roasted cherry tomato pasta sauce. And this is just for a very quick meal. This is extremely quick. I already have my pasta cooked. You need to go ahead and have your pasta cooked. Reserve about 3/4 of a cup of hot pasta cooking liquid in case you need it. And I've just washed and dried my cherry tomatoes. Some of these are geranium kissed, so they're a little bigger, so I just pulled those in half. And I took about 3 garlic cloves. It depends on how much you like garlic. If you like it like we do, then do 3 cloves. If you don't like that much, then do 1 or 2. Leave the peels on because it's going to be roasting in here with the tomatoes. And then I'm just going to sprinkle them with some salt. And yes, it's going to roll off right now, but it's going to season the sauce. A good amount of black pepper. And if you're anything like us, we love oregano, so it's a good healthy pinch of oregano. I'm also doing fresh basil when it's done. If you don't have fresh basil, you can add some dried basil here. I'm not giving you measurements because it depends on how many tomatoes you have. This is kind of just a method.
And it's just seasoning the taste, honestly.
Yes.
If you want a little more something, throw it on there. If you want a little less, well, take it off.
And I'm adding a little bit of olive oil.
And if you don't like garlic, then hey, the heck with you.
And you want to make sure you get some oil on that garlic. It'll help it roast better. And we've got our oven preheated to 400 degrees. And we're gonna go pop these in until they start to burst and release all their juices and until your garlic is soft. And I'll show you what it looks like when we're there. As you can see, it's out of the oven. It smells so delicious.
It smells great.
I've took the back of a spoon and see the garlic is mashing really good. See, all the tomatoes look like little flat tires.
Yep.
And you know they're ready when you push on them like this and they just completely flatten out.
That's awesome.
And now you want to pull out these papers from your garlic. It's going to be a little hot, so be careful.
It's just come right off like that?
It just comes right off.
I see.
And see, now we're going to dump it into this bowl. That's the reason I lined the pan. It's going to make it much easier to dump into the bowl.
Smarticles.
Makes it much easier to dump into the bowl that way. Now if you line your pan, gather up the foil on one end so that it doesn't spray out the other end.
Yeah, because that will drop right down. Good deal.
And now you got your sauce in there. Now you want to take a potato masher and just kind of mash everything together. Mash that garlic into it. If you're not a big fan of garlic, but you kind of like it, then pull the garlic out, don't mash it in. But I'm mashing it in. Now you just want to mash it up really good.
It smells awesome. I gotta be honest with you. I'm hungry anyways, but now I'm about ready to eat right now.
Now I'm gonna add just a little bit of the starchy pasta cooking liquid.
Right.
Because you want to loosen it up just a little bit, and also that starchy cooking liquid will help it cling to your pasta really good. Now at this point, you can just have it like it is with the pasta, or you can add some meat. We're gonna add some chicken. You can add just shredded chicken. You can add some steak. Honestly, any meat or no meat at all.
And what we're adding is chicken that you've made broth.
Yes.
From the whole chicken. Frozen that chicken.
Yes.
Right.
Now you want to taste it and see if the seasoning is okay. I think it needs just a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper.
But that's up to whoever's eating.
But that's up to the eaters.
Yeah. Depends on how you feel about the situation.
And now we're going to just mix that in. And you've got a beautiful sauce. Now I'm going to throw my pasta and my chicken in, and we'll show you what it looks like. Now I'm going to throw in my pasta. You can use any cut you want. I like penne for this because your sauce goes in that little hole and makes for a really good bite.
Yeah.
Now just break up your pasta into your sauce.
It's not like a thick sauce.
No.
Don't be. It's just a coating. It's a good.
It's just a nice
highly
coating.
flavorful coating.
Because where they've roasted, those tomatoes are so flavorful. Right. Now we're going to throw in our chicken. Now we got a good handful of basil. Now I'm just going to tear some fresh basil into it.
That basil smells so good too. Y'all, there's not much better than fresh basil and fresh tomato together.
I completely agree.
Oh, so good.
And the basil, how much you put in depends on how much you love your basil.
And it's hard to have too much basil for us.
Yes.
Man, it's so fragrant, Ange.
I'm going to drizzle in just a little bit more extra virgin olive oil just to help give it a good coating, because that's just going to add more flavor.
This is a good summer meal.
Yes, it is.
Good summer meal.
Yes,
so fresh, bright flavors, acidic, but...
If it needs a little zhuzhing, just give it a little more pasta cooking liquid.
Yeah.
And see, now you've got a really good sauce there. I'm going to add in just a little bit more basil for us.
It can take it. Absolutely.
Because we love the fresh basil in there.
Well, we grow a lot of basil.
Yes. And now we are going to top this bad boy off with some Parmesan cheese. We're going to stir a little of that in and then just top it with a little bit. And see, now there you've got a beautiful, quick summer meal with those overflow of tomatoes.
Look at that beautiful bite, y'all. Man, it's awesome. That's some bright flavor. That's summer. Y'all, that's summer in a bite. Basil, fresh tomato, roasted. Awesome. Great summertime meal. Great garden to table recipe. Great use for a lot of basil and a lot of cherry tomatoes. So thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate it. Again, my name is Jason. That brilliant one back there, it's Angela Kay. It was Art Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.